I don't understand really how some people don't get it, but true is most people live on takeaway. They don't even know how carrot or potato look anyway in real life. Some people are disconnected from their natural food. Some say they ethical fruitarians and they eat coconuts, even other nuts.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're going to answer a question that we really should have addressed when we first started this channel because it's so crucial to understanding where we're coming from. And that is, what is a fruit? Because there is confusion about what exactly a fruit is. People have different ideas about what they are or aren't. So we're going to clarify what we mean by fruit.
We decided to eat fruit for ethical reasons. So that is, we want to keep the life alive. We don't want to kill the life. So we were contemplating about this. We come to conclusion separately. We both live at that time in different parts of the world. We didn't know about each other, but we both come to conclusion. If I have a food in my hand and that food have a seed inside or on top of itself, and that seed is there to continue the life of the plant, new generation, just like if women and men have a children, that's their new generation. So that's why we decided to eat only fruit.
Yeah. But as for what fruit is, because this is what we really want to address now, what fruit is the edible part of the plant that surrounds and encapsulates the seed or seeds of the plant. It's really very, very simple. That's what it is. Now, there are tree fruits, but there are also a lot of fruits that people classify mistakenly as vegetables, and they include things like tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, bell peppers, or capsicums, as we call them here in Australia. Pumpkins. Those are all fruits. Now, the object is to not be eating the seed, but dispersing the seed. But sometimes if eating the seed is unavoidable, like if you eat tomatoes, you swallow the seeds, but that actually benefits the seeds because as they pass through the intestinal tract, it does something with the enzymes within the seed, which facilitates the kick-starting of the seed's life. So it helps the seed to germinate. It's very, very simple. That's what we mean when we talk about fruit.
Yes. Also, I want to say that I just noticed that people start calling watermelon vegetable because it's in a family with the cucumber, because they also by mistake call cucumber vegetable. Everything what contains seed is fruit, but every plant contains seed. Every plant is maybe confusing for some people, but true is, when I use carrot as a good example, when carrot have a seed, it's after 2 years of carrot's life. And when a carrot made a seed, the carrot itself, it's like wood. Maybe you can make fire with it, but you definitely would not eat it. Or lettuce. When lettuce comes to seed, okay, I can say, okay, I grow the lettuce, wait till it comes to seed, and then I eat it. But the lettuce, soon as start turning even into seed, start growing that nice flower stem, it's very bitter, and the more it develops into seed, the more bitter it is. So a lot of plants, once they develop the seed, they're not edible anymore. They're not for us to eat really. So we also learn with the time that, for example, banana doesn't have a seed. But we also know that original banana does have a seed. They just cultivated by the man in a way that they made them seedless. And when we grow here all the variety of bananas, the middle of it is like hard, and you have these dark dots, like little seeds. And in the middle of the banana, it's a little bit tough, that the core of it, yeah, it's more chewy, more firm. And I don't even understand, really, honestly, how some people don't get it. But true is, most people live on takeaway. They don't even know how carrot or potato look anyway in real life. So, it happened to me often at supermarket. The tellers will ask me, what is this? They would know what fruit it is, but what they supposed to mark up. And that for me was all right. Like, they can't be serious, those people, but then unfortunately they are. That's how far some people are disconnected from their natural food. We already mentioned this in one video. A lot of people still will tell us that we are wrong and cucumber is the vegetable and pumpkin is the vegetable. They just don't get the life circle of what it is about and what the seed actually is. Some people say they ethical fruitarians and they eat coconuts, even other nuts. And nut is the seed. This is what we don't do. We don't eat seeds.
Yeah, when we talk about fruit, we're talking about the edible flesh, as I said at the beginning, that surrounds their seed. So we're not talking about the seed itself. In fact, there is another easy way to describe what a fruit is, because fruit is one of nature's many ways that exists for a plant to distribute its precious seed, which is the next offspring of the plant. One technique is that the seed will catch onto the fur or onto the hide of an animal, and then later on the animal will lie down and the seed will come off and the seed will start growing. That's a way that the plant has for this seed to be distributed. Some seeds will fall into water, be carried by water, and then hit a riverbank somewhere or a shore somewhere, and they'll start growing. Some of them are so light they'll be carried by the wind somewhere else. And there may be other ways too, but surely the most fascinating, the most wonderful way that nature has come up with to distribute your seed is through putting the fruit around it so that it entices humans or other animals to take that fruit away from underneath the mother tree where it wouldn't stand much of a chance of growing, eating, savoring the fruit, and then planting the seed. Or if you're just an animal, just dropping your seed somewhere because that's enough in the right conditions for the seed to grow. That's what a fruit is. It's very, very simple, really. And I want to also add that of all things, fruit is a way for us as human beings to step away from the dog-eat-dog world and enter into a new world of live and let live. Because by taking the fruit, we are not harming the plant. We are just helping the plant. It's a symbiotic pact between the tree or the plant and the human or the animal, where you savor it and enjoy the fruit, and in turn, you help the next generation of plants to grow. So it's a wonderfully marvelous thing, fruit. It really is something extraordinarily special.
It's perfect. It's a perfect gift.
Yeah. Yep, and it's karma-free because it just doesn't require us to cause any harm. Oh, now, I'm not trying to say that we don't cause any harm, because in this world it's virtually impossible not to. But we don't use the fact that we cause harm as an excuse to cause further harm, which is what a lot of people would do. They would say, oh, you cause harm, so therefore I'm going to cause more. The idea is to try and reduce the harm that you cause in the world as much as possible. And fruit offers us a way to do that, even though we still cause harm because we drive cars. And there's numerous ways in which we can, just by using technology or even the camera that we're using now.
Yes.
So many things cause harm. But we're doing the best we can to minimize harm as much as is practical.
So therefore, mango, for example, would not fly for many years. As the only, and also we use car only to go for the shopping. We don't go out for entertainment. And if we go for the shopping, we may sometimes visit friend or something. But even if we go visit somebody, we always organize it. So we do shopping as well. So we use the car as least possible.
As consumers, because everybody's a consumer in this world to a certain extent, but we just try to minimize absolute bare minimum. Like we have mentioned before that we buy all of our clothes secondhand, or Katushka makes a lot of our own clothes. And most of the furniture that we have in the house is bought secondhand, either from an op shop or a garage sale. The only things that we have bought new, we have bought in the past, we bought like a freezer and computers, but otherwise, pretty much everything that we own is bought secondhand. We don't believe in buying, especially not clothes. We don't want to be supporting that industry when there's so much waste with clothing anyway.
Yeah, that's the fashion thing. That's different story, but that's so insane in itself because people buy so much clothes. It's in fashion this year. Next year, it's not in a fashion. They throw it somewhere and buy new what is in a fashion. And this is a different story, but we just really think in detail what we get in and if we really need it or not. I still didn't get used to use computer, for example, and those things. I really don't like it, but I'm using it because it's have a lot of convenience. I can keep in touch with friends on the other side of globe. We can chat, we can...
And we can share stories from our life with you guys. Without a laptop, we wouldn't be able to do that.
Yes.
We wouldn't be able to. And without the camera as well, of course. We don't own smartphones, not at all. We don't get a good signal out where we are. But even if we did, we wouldn't want a smartphone anyway. We understand that they're listening devices, they're spy devices in many ways. So we're just not really interested. We do own mobile phones, but we never use them. They're switched off and they don't have internet on them. They're just old style phones, Nokias that we just have in case of emergency, and they are switched off virtually all the time. I don't remember the last time I had it turned on. I turn it on every now and again just to make sure that the battery is charged, especially before I go into town, which is about 15 kilometers away. I want to be able to have some means to call a mechanic if I should need one, or be able to call home on the home phone just to let Katushka know that I'll be running late or something. But otherwise, we don't own those kind of things.
Yes, people who know us, they don't even dare to ring us on a mobile. They just ring down. We have a home line.
Not that they're scared to ring us, but they just know there's no point.
No point. If they want to really talk to us, they have to send us email or Facebook message.
Or they can ring the home phone.
Ring at the home phone. That's... Anyway, this is obviously a big part of our life. Don't do the harm, and the fruit is a big part of it. And we were so blessed because we followed left in our heart. We was given fruit to eat, and we learned in a short run, it doesn't take long, that this is the best we ever did, we ever felt. And we want to share this with you because we know how important it is to send the truth in a world because it so scarce. And therefore we feel strong need to share what we experienced, what we experiencing. And you can bet you will hear a lot of stories because we both have a long time experience. So.
Yep. So thank you for today and speak to you next week.
Okay. We love you. Thanks for all beautiful comments. Really appreciate it. It's so great for our soul to hear that people can relate to what we say and they appreciate what we say. And that's a great gift from you to us. And if you really think this channel is good and you want to support this channel, go more upfront and so more people can see it, please consider subscribe and hit the little bell And if you hit the little bell after you subscribe, you get notifications. If you get notifications, you get every comment, we respond. You know, you may comment, we respond, and often nobody come back to it to respond. So I think it's because they not subscribed for notifications and they don't see our reply.
No, I don't think that's true.
I don't know. You can tell us. You can tell us. I don't know if that's true. I only think that it may be the case. Anyway, if you subscribe, if you want to help us to share this channel with more people, just subscribe, put like, and put some comment. Even if you put just some smiley icon, that's considered as comment, and YouTube will put it more upfront so more people can see the video, and that will really help us and the world more to see what we believe it's important to share because we care. And till next time, take care of your heart, cultivate in your heart. Until next time, take care. Bye.